Hola chavales, aquí estamos con The Hunter, Call of the Wild, segundo capítulo. Vamos a continuar, a ver si nos conseguimos una buen bicho.
Stalking an animal is an imitation game, so I always pack my collars. Give
Oli.
it a reason to come to you.
Ya había llegado a la torre aquella. Ahora vuelvo a estar otra vez aquí atrás. Cachis en la red. Vale, maravilla, ahora sí. Sí. Vamos, perrete. Pues esto ya se trata. Ole.
Go-to source for insight into animals and research species. You can learn a lot about them before you've ever spotted anything.
One down, one to go. Keep following the trail to the lake.
Hay que colgar un folleto aquí. ¿De qué? Ah, vale, ya lo colgué. ¿Folleto de sobre qué? Ruido.
One thing I've learned the hard way is that if you can hear yourself shuffling around, so can your prey. Use the brush to conceal yourself, but don't rely on it to get close.
¿Por qué no? Durmiendo. Venga, nosotros vamos al lago. Vamos a lo nuestro.
We might not be able to monitor the lake 24/7, but at least now people have been warned. Thanks for taking care of that. It's such a strange feeling to be publicizing the very issue that is hurting us at the moment. I know it's the responsible thing to do, but it still feels slightly like self-sabotage. Our summer season has already started, and normally, this whole area would be covered with hikers. I've only seen a handful of people in the reserve recently. I'm sure that things will pick up eventually. But every day, I'm reminded that my dad was the major driving force behind this place. It's just bad timing, I suppose. We'd had some other issues with one of the board members. But that's in the past. The best thing to do is to keep pushing forward. I've got some big plans to help turn things around. Who knows? Maybe we'll have this place at full strength by the time my dad gets back in the saddle. I'm talking a lot about family stuff, aren't I? I suppose work and family are the same thing for me, you know? I've been watching my dad do this job since I was a kid. Let's change the subject, shall we? I've got a job that I'd like you to take care of. The big plans I mentioned before. One of these plans is a little passion project of mine. We're gonna need some gear. Rappelling gear, actually. I have stashed a few bags at one of the nearby outposts, and I'd like you to head over there and pick them up, when you can. I've been doing adventure sports for about 10 years or so now. It started with bouldering and rock climbing while I was on a high school trip. Last year, I got an accreditation as an instructor, and I was planning on teaching classes. When my dad got ill, I put it on the back burner. But now, I think we have a good opportunity to commit to it. Unfortunately, I'm a little too busy to teach classes just now. But one of my base jumping friends, Sammy, took the same course as me, so she's gonna lead the class instead.
Vale. Venga. Allá arriba. Pues venga. Ostras, que caigo por aquí. Una cabañita. Esa. Saco ahí, borde.
It might give you an idea where to look, or could even reveal your next target.
Pobre chaval. Mira, suelta. Eso te come. Cazo un oso en la primera, me encumbro.
into a couple of backpacks. It shouldn't be too heavy.
Reclamar. Ya tenemos otro puesto. Vamos a sacar esto de aquí del medio.
You got everything? There's a good rock face nearby that Sammy can use to teach her beginners. If I recall correctly, you also have some mountain climbing experience. I get it. Those mountain goats aren't easy to catch. There's some good anchoring points at the top of the rock face. If you can get those ropes nice and secure, it'll save Sammy some time and help the class.
Vamos un poco. Y vamos a descansar. Maravilla, si recuperamos. Estamos como nuevos. ¿Había alguien por aquí andando que? ¿Algún animalillo? Voy a hacer una cagada aquí, una meada, pero no se abre. Quiere evacuar. Bueno. Vamos a la escalada entonces, a ver. ¿Qué haces, hombre? No me rompes el cuerpo. mierda. Cállate.
I've wanted to start an extreme sports group here for a long time. But the old chairman of the board pushed back against anything that wasn't hunting. It was very old-fashioned, though. The patriarch of the Simpkins Electronics Empire. He forced his vegan animal rights activist son Timothy to come with him on hunting trips to Africa. Accused the activist of
Coño, no veo una.
his son.
¡Ostras! Que vamos a tomar por
The
culo.
family reputation around here dropped quite dramatically when my dad caught Timothy dealing drugs inside the reserve. The Simpkins actually used his power to keep my dad quiet. But the next time my dad caught Tim in reserve, he wasn't just dealing drugs. He had been poaching. Dad called it in without even telling Simpkins Senior. Furious. Tried to get my dad fired, actually. But all credit to the board.
Me dio lado.
They stuck with my old man. All these changes want to make the whole thing count for the loss of the Simpkins' money and influence. This is just the start, too. I'm proposing snowboarding and extreme skiing for the winter. I've got some friends who I'd love to invite over to shoot some videos. Could be fun, don't you think? Anyway, if the rebellion goes well and makes a little money, I think the old folks on the board will start to come around.
Está podrido. Ahí llega. Voy a aparcar aquí. Oli. Bueno.
That looks great. I doubt I could have done a better job myself. Don't let the ropes down. We don't need them getting all tangled up. I really appreciate your help with this one. It's been an uphill battle to get to this point, and I'm disappointed that I can't be there to run the classes myself. If I'm being honest, I have a lot invested in the classes going well. There's still some people on the board who are friends with the old chairman, and it seems pretty clear that they don't like me proposing new ideas. Anyway, I'll let Sammy know that we're good to go. I trust her to take care of it.
Esto está listo. ¿Y ahora qué?
Hey, so listen. There might be a situation going on at the moment, and I could really use your help to check it out.
¿A dónde va el
It's not just gold and silver mining that took place out here. Even more recently, there was a working uranium mine in the area. When the reserve was established, we took responsibility for keeping it safe. Anyway, the old uranium mine is very rarely a problem. But recently, it appears that one of our neighbors, a guy I went to school with actually, has been spotted camping out around the mine. His name's Bobby Joe Jefferson. He's normally just a nuisance, driving his quad bike around and setting up little shooting ranges with tin cans. He makes the deer and turkeys extra skittish, so the hunters hate him. Can you head over to the mine and see what's going on? He's allowed to hike and camp there, but I don't want him going anywhere near the entrance itself.
No, nubes chungas, ¿eh? Está poniendo la cosa fea. Bueno, vamos a ver al colega este. cartera con la gente enorme. El cual más potente. Por aquí o campo para atrás. Vamos por aquí, campo para atrás. Le cazo un oso. Son pares, los gatos del oso me comen. Mierda. Un poco podre, ¿no? Anda mucho humo. ¡Ostras! ¡No! Vamos. Qué puñetero accidente. Uf, está hecho polvo,
A trail camera? I've used these for work and for hunting before. This one shouldn't be here, though. We don't want hunters so close to the mine. Grab the camera. Another trail camera. Bobby Joe doesn't have a permit to hunt here. Is he poaching? This looks intact, at least. That's got to be a good sign. I don't really understand what's going on with the last one. But pick him up and I'll put him in our lost and found when I can take him from you. Let's go find his camp, shall we? It was actually Remy that called this one in. He doesn't know who Bobby Joe is, but I knew who it was as soon as Remy described him.
Aquí no hay mucho que hacer, está cerrado. Ya mira, está aquí, no hay nada que hacer. Vamos por aquí. ¿Qué cosa? Puedo repararlo porque está para explotar.
That looks like his camp. Any sign of him? Binoculars. Maybe he was hunting.
Y alguien está cazando.
Rifle cartridges. That's not good news.
Está cazando.
A journal. Maybe this'll show us why he's out here. That's
Secret
our sign. Uranium mining. Pick it up, would you? Government conspiracy? I'll be honest. I never credited Bobby Joe with this much imagination in high school. Replant the sign, and we're done here for now. You know what makes this extra weird? He actually has done some detective work. Enough to convince himself to camp here.
Estoy investigando. Estoy cazando. El bobillo.
The sign's back up? Great. This mine has never been a problem before, but let's not take any chances. Me and my dad have been dealing with Bobby Joe for years, but this is new. I know he's a nuisance, but I always felt sorry for him. He had a pretty tough upbringing. I don't want to call the police, but I have to. He's armed, and known for making poor choices.
Retiro perjudicial.
It would appear that it's not just the neighbors that are making questionable calls today. Sometimes folks from the city will drive out here to get away from work or their personal lives or whatever happens to be bothering them. The problem is that sometimes, quite often actually, people wander into the wilderness without a clue of how to survive if things go wrong.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. And based on a couple of phone calls I've had from the hospital today, I think that someone has made a mess and could use some help.
Alguien en apuros.
I was going to check in on them myself, but I need to coordinate with the police on this Bobby Joe thing, and you're already really close by. Can you head over to the campgrounds nearby and check in on them?
Y a ver si
The phone
llega.
calls were sporadic at best.
Así
As
llega.
far as I can tell, this professional yoga and meditation expert has led a group of accountants from Denver into the wilderness on some sort of spiritual retreat. She took their cell phones away from them and had them eating wild flowers and berries. Some of them got sick and have gone directly to the hospital. I know that we're not the reason why this happened, but it could look very bad for us if anyone gets seriously hurt. I'd appreciate it if you'd hustle and check it out.
Entero a la misión. Que puede ser irrompible, pero no, es una mierda. Holy, me quedé sin quad. Y morí encima de él. Mema. Holy. Bueno, menos mal que no morí encima de él. Oh. Me quedé sin quad. Zapatear. Aquí está esta gente.
That's weird. I expected a lot more activity here. They said they were bringing 20 people.
Aquí no hay nadie.
Where is everyone? Can you hear the phones ringing? I guess we know where she hid them then. Is the leader in her tent? She goes by Jem. Jem Bodden. The accountants have left, I'm going to send someone to make sure they got back to their cars safely.
Se piraron. La peña esta se piró. Gentuza.
This is an absolute disaster. A bunch of poisoned accountants and a lone woman climbing a non-specific mountain. Next time someone tries to run a retreat out here, I'm gonna make them hire a professional guide. She's expecting the others to meet her at the top of a mountain? Which one? This is exactly the sort of thing I find myself fighting uphill against. It's hard to get going when stuff like this keeps... Okay, first things first. We need to figure out where Baden's gone. I'll try to reach some of the accountants back at the hospital. Maybe they can help. I get the distinct feeling that she hasn't packed hiking boots or proper equipment for a climb. Maybe she'll turn back soon. I'll let you know if I hear anything, okay?
Aquí, pero... ¿Y ahora qué? Ay, ma. Sonido comprende resulta. El quad quemado. Pero solo queda
Today
una.
continues to throw up challenges for us. I have another job for you, and this one is urgent. We received a call from one of our neighbors, Norman, asking if we'd seen his dad, a longtime friend of the reserve. Apparently he's gone missing and he's taken all the family camping supplies with him.
No se puede arreglar.
Around the same time, 2 hikers reported to us that they spotted a single old man laden down with gear, heading into a part of the reserve that is known for its bears. When they asked him if he needed any help, he politely declined and kept walking. Their description matches old Ted perfectly. Short white hair, green rain slicker, and brown leather boots. No gun. I'm trying to get a hold of Norman, but he said that he'd make some more calls just in case Teddy's gone to visit friends. I'm just getting his voicemail at the moment. While I sort this out, can you head over to where the hikers saw him and try to follow old Teddy's trail? He knows his way around here, so I have no idea why he'd wander into bear country.
2,4 kilómetros. Estoy chungado. Uf, hay que reiniciar desde... Bueno, vamos a dejarlo aquí porque el quad quemado y a 2,3 kilómetros. Es un infierno de pateada. Pero bueno, aquí un par de misioncillas, un par de cosillas resueltas. Y ya seguiremos en el próximo capítulo, chavales. Hasta la próxima. Chao, chao, chao. Suscribiros al canal si no lo estáis. Y darle un buen like al vídeo. Chao.